What's going on? And anyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hope you're having a great start to your Saturday. We're just going to have a hanging out and chitty chat today, see what's going on. Lisa is packing up your packages or our packages for those that who have paid their invoices. Bolo's hanging out doing her wake up or not wake up. I don't know what the case is. She hasn't disclosed.
No, I've been up for a while.
And I'm just kind of here.
I tried to get her sleepy last night so she would sleep longer into this morning.
Hey,
I woke up at
BG and
9 this
Hunter.
morning.
You
Hey,
did?
Jessica.
Great.
Well,
That's
I went to
awesome.
bed at like 1:30.
I got Tim here in the background.
Morning, all.
Hey,
Hey,
Jessica.
baby
Hey,
girl.
baby girl.
Hey, Jessica. Hey, baby girl. Oh,
I'm sure Jessica went and did her dumpster diving this morning.
did you find any goodies?
Yeah.
There won't be any baby Cam today. He is over at his auntie's.
Yep, no baby cam today. He is at his auntie's. Yay!
Ooh, a baby free day.
Yes,
Although you might miss him, a break can be nice.
yes. It's kind of a thing. Grandma talked to both of the aunties, and I was like, okay, there's two of you. Every other Saturday, you know, you can alternate. Now, you can take your nephew. Oh, you slept in today and you were up late playing video games or just playing a game. All right. Well, it
Ended up
happens.
getting packages ready to be returned to Amazon and looking for alternatives to what's being returned on a different website.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey,
Hey,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Oh, you added your Kathy back onto Crochet Queen. I'm guessing that Just Crochet Queen was confusing people too much, especially where you're buying on the auctions.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
Barbara.
I got Tim in the background with me today.
Just hanging out for a little bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
So, anything fascinating going on out in the world today? Anita did her video for her jewelry. She was so excited to do it and nervous. She's selling. Okay, that's cool.
I'm having
Good.
a brain fart. Who's Anita?
Her daughter
Jessica's daughter.
makes jewelry.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
Kathy's just working on bunny ears.
Hi, Frenton.
Hey, Frenton.
Hey, Fran.
Oh, Frenton. Our master chef. What is good? Please tell me. Oh, awesome, Barbara.
Oh, you finally got it done.
Very good.
I opened that link in the new tab so that I can check it out later.
Coming soon. Digital release March 15th. Tales from the Frozen North, an anthology by Moorhead Friends Writing Group. Interesting.
So, how was your day, Frenton? And how is Mittens?
Oh, I hope this is not over 20 pounds.
But what is it, mine?
Irene's. I shipped her her junk craft box, and that was 18 pounds. So fun picking that up.
Oh, I got up 2 hours ago, was late to bed watching Frank. Oh, and Mittens is fast asleep. Oh. So if I give you the link, you won't, come up and, give us a bedhead, right?
Well, I only got up 3 hours ago.
Oh, come on, Fred.
You don't have to have your camera on. None of us do.
Yeah. I've gotten where I pretty much just show avatars anymore.
Come on, you're going to give us a complex because we're not Irene? Come on.
Talon is asleep also. Yeah. Keanu and Sissy Puss are both asleep also. You have to do dinner in a minute. I understand.
Mine are currently cleaning themselves because they just had their breakfast. Or lunch, or whatever you want to call it. Aspen's up here on the perch at the front window, cleaning her little paws and her face. And we had to stop and look around, have a blonde moment. Maybe this shoulder needs a little touch up. She's going to town over here. Get absolutely filthy eating a snack. Everybody's liking your new avatar image, Lisa.
Oh, thank
Baby
you.
girl says you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I don't feel beautiful, but thank you for the compliment.
We all have points.
Sorry, guys, I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. I'm actually like trying to do packing stuff here and answer emails and stuff, so I'm not looking at the chat at the moment.
That's why we're reading it.
She's frantically getting packages ready so that she can get as many out as possible before the mailman shows up.
Uh-oh. Jessica found chocolate yesterday.
Ruh-roh.
What a surprise.
Aw, thank you, Kathy. Kathy says we're all pretty.
If I had my camera on, she would probably not agree with that at the moment because I'm looking a
Yeah,
little scared.
not on my part either at the moment.
Me either at the moment. Hence why we're all dark.
We're all having Saturday eek days.
Oh boy, the minion butt. Yeah.
Well, I figured it looked better than me right now.
Personally, I think that we're all beautiful.
Medium. 10 pounds. It doesn't feel like 10 pounds. It feels like 20. Hope my scale's not wrong. Because, man, it feels heavier than the other box. Irene's going to have a blast when she gets home. Well, I have to ship everything through Pirate Ship right now because the ship station through PayPal is down again.
Again?
Mm-hmm. Oops, error. Please try back later. Oops, error. Please try back later. Cannot connect to whatever from PayPal to ship station. So, yeah. I'm getting a little sick of it.
Oh. Do you have her on Facebook, Kathy? Because she posted a picture on Facebook. I saw it this morning.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Hi, Teddy. What? You can't sit on that box. That's got to go out in the mail. Poor mailman's going to break his back today. No.
Jessica said that she sent Irene 4 packages yesterday. She's gonna love me, lol. BG, I sit on my bed almost every day. Sometimes I sit in my chair that I've got in here. I've got a desk chair. Well, hello, Patrick Murphy. How are you today? And thank you for the thumbs up.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, I thumbed up and shared you out a couple hours ago. And then went back in right before I came here into StreamYard and grabbed the chat.
I bet she's having a ball, Miss Irene.
That or her daughter's absolutely wearing her out with her itinerary.
Well, that too, but she could still be having fun.
Well, you know, daughters sometimes forget that mom doesn't move as fast as they do.
Yeah, I hope she's got plenty of her pain medication.
Well, it's either that or she'll just have to say, well, I could manage this and this, but this and this ain't going to happen today. You know.
I got you. How's Mr. Patrick doing?
Probably pretty good. He was on with Johnny last night doing his selling.
And I was too.
Yes, and I was just fixing to say, and so was Miss Lisa.
Yepper.
I mean, I was there.
Oh, God. This tiny baby.
And for the life of me, even though I was there, my brain can't register who all was selling.
Hi, Lisa C.
Lisa C. We're Where have you been, honey? I have missed you.
Oh my
Hello,
God, it's
Lisa.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Giggles
Long
at the
time no
comment. Ha
see.
ha ha.
Wow.
It should be Barbara, but if it's not, you can go ahead and take it out right before you're planning on cooking it. Give it about an hour. Float it in lukewarm water in the sink. Clean a side of your sink. Get it all nice and clean and disinfected, and put a plug in it and fill it full of lukewarm water, and float it in there for a while. And if there's a neck or a gravy sack or anything like that that's still frozen in, that will get those out of there and thaw the remaining of it. And then you can put it in your pan and head it for the oven.
Hey, Roy.
Well, hello, Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Hey, Roy. Hey, Roy.
Haven't seen you in a while either. Hello.
Well, congrats on the husband job thingy.
Oh, hubby has a new job and adjusting. Awesome. Congrats on him having a new job.
It's good to see you.
It really is good to see you.
Most definitely.
All right, I'm going to mute for a minute. I'm going to be doing this wide tape stuff here with that awful sound that it makes.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the kind that sounds like flatulence?
Yeah.
But my helper has arrived, so all is good.
Oh. Yeah, I had a
Teddy
helper when I
must
was
be
getting
there.
those packages ready last night named Esme. And, I pulled a length of tape out of the thing, and then dawned on me that I'd forgotten to put a slip of paper, so I had to, set the tape down very carefully on the counter and tack one edge. No, she just, wasn't 10 seconds, and she jumped up there and had her paw caught in the tape. And so I was having to dislodge the cat from the tape, and the tape was destroyed. And yeah.
Hi, Mr. Bones.
Well, hello, Bones.
Well, you can use a bucket, a big bowl, a dishpan, anything like that. Just something that, you can put a big bird in.
Not a whole lot. We're just hanging out and chatting.
Um, stock pots are good for that too.
You are welcome to join us on the panel, Bones. Throw up your avatar. You don't have to.
Just need something big enough that you can float, get half of it in there, and then you can flip it over and do the other half. Just enough to get all those things loose.
Patrick, Roy.
Hello, Mr. Bones. Ooh, tell us about what, friend?
Oh, thank you, Roy. I have a lot of different kitty cats that I've been sporting for avatars.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, you're wanting Fritton to come up and be the resident gynecologist again. Hi, Joe. You are now smurfed. Yeah, I see you laughing. Both of you. Fritten and Bones. See, Fritten can come up and be the resident gynecologist, and then Lisa, if she wasn't busy packing, she could bring out all of the phallic items and go over descriptions.
Oh dear. Boy, this chat just took a turn.
Oh, but it was so funny. Come on. I mean, he
He
was
was.
drawing diagrams and everything, and Lisa's got the two little mini ones, and then she has that nice big one. It even has the vein on it. Bone says he drops the knowledge. Oh, goodness. See? Kathy says, friend, I missed the diagram. I want to see it.
Yeah, I don't remember no diagram either.
Fritten and I are going to start a YouTube channel called The More You Know.
Patrick.
Wait, what? Well, I get to the big thick one. Hey, on it, what? Oh, you threw it away.
Particularly
Well,
shaped stones, Patrick.
you'll have to draw a new picture and new diagrams, Britton. See, there you go. Lisa, see, her sister's a urology nurse. She could ask her to come on and discuss the male bits. Huh?
Oh, yeah, Patrick, the thick one with the vein on it. Well, you want to see it again? You miss it?
Oh, it was a nice one.
It was a nice one, yeah.
You can always show it again, Lisa.
The biggin. Not really biggin in real life, but it's a biggin compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you think we'll get in trouble in the afternoon on a Saturday showing it? She's not monetized. They can't.
I'm not monetized.
I don't know if they. If
I don't give two shits. It's my channel.
well, I don't want you to get your thing taken down because of it. Like, that's why I didn't bring the little ones up on Johnny's sale yesterday because I thought he'd have a freak out if I showed anything like that. That he'd be afraid he'd have his channel shut down again.
Lisa. If it's brief, it's no big deal.
Brief. He said brief.
Brief boxers. Oh.
You mean a little quickie?
Yeah.
Well, we are in the noon hour.
Well, the specimen happens to be a shower, not a grower, so. Can't make it feel bad.
This channel is not for children.
Yeah, and it is marked not for children.
You got plenty of your own material?
Well, I hope so, Patrick.
We don't believe you.
No, I do not want a personal feeling.
Want a what?
We don't want a personal feeling.
Oh.
No, stop it, Kathy.
Well, you better leave right now. There's the door. Hurry up. Cover your ears on the way out. Teddy, I didn't mean you. Come here.
Oh, look, he went back to Irene's live and
Because he's proud of
time
it.
stopped it.
He did a great job.
Look, even BG's like, Kathy. Too funny.
Poof.
Hilarious. Killing me.
Well, let me ask you this, Kathy. How many years have you been 16?
There you go.
I personally have been 16 for 36 years.
No, I don't think it's a big cup. I think you need a whole lot of pee pads. There, Jessica.
Or a maximum capacity, depends.
They don't make one that big.
Well, you put on 2 or 3, kind of angled, one in the middle, one on each side,
Buster's passed out already on Gracie.
Yay. Fritton, bucket for Jessica, please. There you go, 5 gallon. Have a sit. They even make these little seats you can put on them now.
55-gallon drum barrel, maybe.
Now I have everybody with their calculators out. My
Joe,
age minus 16 equals.
Joe says she's been 16 for 44 years.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick says, so lifelike, LOL. Oh, goodness. Could be worse. If you're not talking about, male bits and female bits, could be talking about, corpses, and bloody, gory things. Jessica, in August, she'll be 4. Well, you typed pretty good for 3. Meanwhile, Tim's got the hiccups.
Those are always quite hilarious when they're with somebody else.
Yep. He gets what I call the full body hiccup. It's like his
Mhm.
sneezes. They're not just minimal at any for any little reason. Yeah, nothing small.
Yeah, I heard that.
Mm-hmm. Poor guy. I tell you, he can't win.
No. It ain't one thing, it's another.
See, there you go. Roy's got you. Hiccups are the worst.
Yes, they are. Thank God they don't last long much anymore.
Try having the hiccups and needing to do a breathing treatment.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that sucks.
yeah. You almost feel like you should wait till the hiccups are gone before you do the breathing treatment, but you're like past due for the breathing treatment and like gasping for air.
Yeah.
So you can just
Or being
kind of
in the
go
middle
there.
of it,
So you're
being in the middle of doing a breathing treatment and get the hiccups, and you're trying to,
Mhm.
breathe at the same time, and it just, yeah,
Yeah,
it sucks.
yeah.
It just happened the other day. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, right in the middle of the Darth Vader breathe,
All he can say was hiccup, kill me, hiccup, kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they're no fun.
Now Kathy needs a bucket.
So are we all gonna be like every time we go on panel, or that everybody on the panel and in the chat is sitting on a bucket or a porta potty?
I don't think depends and because or anything is going to help now.
We'll just give buckets to everybody from now on. Or just have one of them new fandangled strap-on.
Strap-ons. What?
No.
Strap on?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Strap-on siphon hose thingies and leads to a bucket.
Are you talking
Strap-on
catheter?
funnel. Not like a catheter, but just like a, yeah.
Yeah, it's the cup thing with the hose.
Yeah.
You put the cup up in the lips and yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. It's like an oxygen mask for your pussy with a hose on it.
Oh my God, Willow! Willow, you need to go to bed.
I just got up.
Yeah, portable toilets for everyone. There we go.
Roy. That's true, Roy.
Oh
Oh my goodness.
my God.
Yeah. Lots of items can be strapped on.
Well, at
Yeah,
least with one of those, I wouldn't have to worry about, like coughing and it falling out. When enough deflation has happened, you've got enough lift to literally tie a knot in it. So you can just tie the thing
Question
on.
is, would you use duct tape or baling wire?
No duct tape.
I don't think I'm gonna get wiener today. I think I'll get wiener Monday. I think I'm gonna have tacos today instead.
Mexican sounds good.
So we randomly go from catheters and porta pots to tacos.
Well,
And there's
tacos are
wieners.
Wieners and tacos, yeah.
Yay, wieners and tacos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get wieners today. I'll get wieners on Monday. They're too busy on a Saturday, so I'll get wieners Monday, and then I'll make tacos today.
There you go, Roy.
Well, I have all of those.
All right. See you later,
Bye,
Jessica.
Jess.
And then, of course,
Teddy.
Kathy's like, I'll just watch from my bathroom sit on the toilet. Are you going to take TG's role? Serious.
Yeah. But Teddy O, what you doing, buddy? You helping? Yeah? You gonna help me?
Duct tape, Swiss Army knife, paperclip.
You gonna help me shred the bubble wrap? Yeah.
What you forgot about the bubble gum and the rubber band.
Oh, don't forget about the WD-40 too,
What? Yeah. Yeah. Is that right?
Is that Teddy talking?
Of course. Yeah, it is. Of course. Trying to work. Can I work?
No.
Huh? What? Bonk. What? Come here. What? Oh, I know. Pet me, but I'm trying to work.
No, Mom, you're not supposed to work. You're supposed to stop everything you're doing and pay attention to me, and you know this.
What? He's getting little freckles on his nose. Yeah.
Bye, Jessica. Have an awesome weekend, hon.
He did freckles
What's
on his
left of
nose.
it?
So cute. He's so cute. Hi. What? What? When you want to tell me?
Teddy boy. Teddy boy.
Yours allowed you to sleep in, Roy?
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Hi. What?
I woke up to my kitty cats deciding that they just wanted to pretend they were on crack this morning, racing across the bed, acting a fool. Okay, BG.
I woke up because Sable whacked me across the face. And when I opened my eyes a couple of seconds later, she had turned around and stuffed her butt in my face. Tail up, butt in my face. I don't know if she was fixing to crop dust me or what, but
Late night treats helped, huh? Okay, I see.
I woke up to a Buster Mouse throwing a fit in his swing this morning, so I got up and got him and changed him and took care of him, and yeah. Usually when I do that, I don't pay no attention to the cats. I just concentrate on taking care of him.
Well, I didn't go to sleep until about 5 o'clock this morning, so when the cats abruptly woke me up, racing across the room and acting a fool, I was like, ugh, I just want to sleep. Leave me be. Barbara said Teddy is a heat thief and he wants heat from the lights. Lisa?
No, he just No, this is just Teddy saying, I'm the only living thing in existence and I need attention now. That's his stance on things here. When he comes
Hi,
up
Miss
here,
Vicky.
I need to drop whatever I'm doing and give him attention.
Hey, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
I get that from all my kitties too.
Teddy bear.
How's your Saturday been, Miss Vicky?
Hello, Miss Vicky.
So,
I will be right back, y'all.
okay. But man, a chicken enchilada sounds so good with some rice. Mm. Damn, you got me thinking about Mexican. Damn, Lisa?
Go for a chalupa.
No, I don't want a chalupa.
What is it that I usually get when we go out?
I don't remember.
The four. Um,
Working on some videos.
beef, bean, chicken, and cheese.
It's like 4 different burritos smothered in something. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yeah,
It's good.
it is good. I always get the chicken enchilada with rice, cheese sauce, beans. Look, gotta have my refrieds.
And guacamole.
Yep.
And sour cream.
Yep, with guac and sour cream and pico. See? Food. Food, glorious food. Mm-hmm.
Fat kid's dream.
You betcha. So, see, Lisa mentioned tacos and she mentioned wieners. Wieners sounds good too. Wieners is code for Chinese.
That's a new one.
So, yeah. Wieners and tacos. Yum. Always. Just don't know. Decisions. Daughter gets off work at 7. She's got the car. And I don't drive the truck, and the truck needs tires aired up. Again.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't fit it in it. We couldn't get in it anyhow. It's full of stuff.
Always. So, speaking of food, when we go out, when y'all get Mexican, for instance, what's your favorite? What's your go-to when you order from the menu?
There used to be a great place when I lived in New Jersey. I forgot the name of it, but I loved going there with my ex way back. And And I would get coconut shrimp tacos with mango salsa. OMG. They were delicious. And veggie quesadilla with all the fresh roast. Oh man, that was really good too. And of course, you have to get the Spanish, the Mexican rice and sour
Mm-hmm.
cream. Ugh, or shrimp enchilada.
Mm.
All right, I'm muting again because now I'm like, I'm hungry.
Are you serious, Kathy? You don't like Mexican food? How is that even humanly possible? Tacos, Roy. Oh,
I don't know. It's a platter dish thingy that I like. It's got
it's got like 4 different style burritos. And yes, fresh crafted is awesome.
but there's a beef, cheese, bean, and chicken wrapped like thingy, and it's covered in sauce and guacamole, sour cream, lettuce, tomato,
And pico.
and pico, and what have you. And oh, mercy.
Roy, do you like it hard or soft?
And then the other Mexican little restaurant thingy is their chalupas. They're enormous.
You can get them a small or large chalupa.
The large weighs probably like 3 pounds.
Right, Lisa? Mm. Mexican food.
Oh, I love cilantro. I make my homemade salsa here,
Mm-hmm.
fresco or whatever you want to call it. It's not cooked. It's all fresh.
It's more
Fresh.
like a pico.
I put a lot of lime juice and a lot of cilantro, and it is amazing. I love it. I love it. I would bring it to my ex's work, and everybody would like, shoo, it would be gone.
See, that's me, Roy. Crunchy taco shell. And I do like burrito, but the combo of the crunch and the meat and veggies. We usually get soft taco shells mostly, the soft tortilla for here at home. But we always buy the scoops or table side shells, tortilla chips, and I always make myself what I consider a taco salad on top of.
Tacos, I love. Well, you're reading my mind. I'm sitting here saying I was getting ready to wait for you to stop talking so I could say taco salad, and you're just like you just said taco salad. So there's that. Yes, taco salad is awesome. I do that sometimes when I want it sloppy.
Yeah, I make like a taco salad on top of the soft shell, and then I eat the taco salad for the most part, and then have a little remnants left on the soft taco shell, roll it up like a burrito, and there you go. It finishes it.
The Steak and Shake here in town used to have taco salads, and oh, they were so good, but they don't make them no more.
Uh,
Can't get good nachos anymore either.
no, you pretty much got to make them on your own. Everything you got to make on your own if you want anything good anymore. Unless you know somebody and you can go to their place and they make good, authentic food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, who was it? The other day they were ordered from Schwann's and they double checked their order because I was talking about pierogies.
I forgot who that was, but I remember the conversation.
Was it Caroline or Perlini or somebody? And I said, because I love a pierogi.
Oh, I miss pierogies from up north, and the best place to get them is the handmade ones from the church ladies. When I was growing up, those were the best ones. They come in the clear plastic bags, with the Ziplocs and everything. You'd order them by the dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those were the best in the world.
Don't know
Yes,
if I've ever had it, but what is it?
a pierogi.
Pierogi.
Yep.
I'm half, Hungarian, so we have the Hungarian and Polish and Slovak foods. So we just love pierogies, and I can't get anything like that down here. That's another reason why I can't wait to move back up north to get the foods I can't get down here.
I've had fresh pierogies. They're so good. I've had homemade pierogies. They're fabulous. I love them.
I like the potato cheese, and I like the
Excuse me.
ones with sauerkraut in them.
I'm not fond of kraut. Tim loves kraut. I don't. But
I love sauerkraut. I love cooking them pierogies in sauerkraut sometimes when I want them a little tangy.
mm,
So good. I love like different taste clashes. I love it. All right,
um,
I'll be back.
Kathy wants to know if you got your payment. Uh, see, Roy's got your number, Tim. Kielbasa and kraut.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I love kielbasa, but I don't like kraut. Now, I love cabbage. Cooked, fried, boiled, raw, slaw, you name it. But I do not like kraut.
I'm not much on the kielbasa. I mean, I'll eat kielbasa, but give me a good bratwurst and sauerkraut. Oh yeah.
Ew. Oh, when I left, y'all were talking about tacos and pussies, and now I come back and you're talking about crowd. Ew.
I don't like corned beef. Sorry, Roy.
The good corned beef and cabbage sandwich. Yeah.
Blech.
Smoked sausage I like, but I don't like kielbasa. I can't. Well, I like it, but I can't digest it anymore. And corned beef used to be able to eat, can't eat anymore.
Yes, Roy. I agree. Or I think that's called a Reuben or something, isn't it? That kind of sandwich.
Yeah, I don't like ribbons either.
Well, I used to like a lot of food, but I can't eat it anymore. So
Back when I drove truck company I worked for, we hauled dump buggies all the time, and there was a little bitty mom and pop place, little bitty grocery store, and they had a deli counter, and we'd haul rock over to a county yard, and certain days of the week they'd have different sandwiches, and we'd stop in there and uh, get sandwiches every now and then, and one of their best ones was a Reuben, and oh my goodness, you had to sit still to eat it. You couldn't try eating it going down the road because it'd just get everywhere. It was just so, oh man. By the time you got half, probably a mile or so down the road, you wanted to pull over, take a nap because it was just, that filling and good. I can do spicy to an extent, um, depending on what it is.
I can't do spicy. I can do flavor, but I don't want heat. Why I don't heat, I want to be able to taste my food. You know what I mean?
yeah, I want flavorful. I don't want hot or spicy.
And I'm there with Roy. Certain things, if I do certain things, I would need a bucket. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying for the upper end. And as far as corned beef, I and being able to afford it, Lisa, I don't know. You're getting real close to being having to be able to purchase one. It's getting close to that time.
Hi,
And
Miss Carol Ann.
her ears must have been ringing because we was just mentioning her.
Hello, Carol Ann.
And how are you today, Miss Carol Ann? Stupid echo.
It is here too, Lisa. So isn't pork and chicken. Half a pound of bacon is like $12.
Yeah, we bought up on bacon before it went up. We're good on
We
bacon
haven't
for.
bought bacon in forever.
We caught it when it was on sale, and we bought a year's supply.
Yes, it was a good mention.
We also, bought up on sausage, breakfast sausage,
Hmm.
and ground beef, ground turkey, all that kind of stuff. Canned tuna. Because I knew meat would be one of the first things to start going up.
Hmm.
So the other stuff would go up, a bit. And there are certain things that we did go ahead and get some extra on before it
Yeah.
went up. But the meats were the big one. Um, so, and we bought the shelf stable, quote unquote, pre cooked bacon because that's what we normally buy.
Yeah.
The low sodium because this has blood pressure issues. Um, and we froze it. It's froze even though it's pre cooked and shelf stable. So it'll keep. They're vacuum packed, so they'll keep in the freezer for years if need be. But I don't think it'll come to that. But
Good grief, Fritton. I said, I don't buy lamb, but I have priced it here once in a while just out of curiosity. And yeah, lamb here is, oh my goodness, expensive.
yeah,
The only time I've had lamb's been in true gyros or gyros or however you people say it.
I've had lamb once. It was at an Easter dinner. I was a teenager. It was okay, but it was too rich for my blood. Um, and it kind of was nauseating. So yeah, not something I revisited. Now ground buffalo. I love ground buffalo because ground buffalo tastes like our hamburger did when I was a kid. Because most of the hamburger that we get here in the States now is not actually from the States. It comes over from like South America. We there's not a lot of local beef nowadays. That's why it tastes different. But ground buffalo is still local, stateside.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the DDT in it that South American meat does because U.S. is still the largest producer of DDT. That's that stuff they used to dust, go fly over planes and dump on us in the 70s, and then they outlawed it in the U.S., but we maintained being the highest producer of it, and they export it. And now we're eating the meats, fruits, and vegetables from the countries that they export it to. We're actually getting more DDT now than we did in the 70s when they used to dump it on us here. Because they use it more frivolously over there. So, yeah.
Wow.
Ouch, Carol Ann. It's 3 something a gallon here. Last I knew.
360, 368, I think it was the other day when we went out yesterday morning.
339 here. She's in California, Vicky.
Really, Roy? Under $3 in PA, or at least it was the other day. Wow.
Yeah, we were under 3 in November. We went over 3 in December, and then it's been creeping up. The biggest jump was last week of a 15-cent jump.
Hello, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
Hello. Hello. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you, Miss Barbara?
I'm doing actually pretty good. My my first publication is coming out in March.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I put a link earlier in the chat.
You did?
Yeah, I went and
Yeah.
checked. Your digital comes out on the 15th of March, and paperback is to follow.
Right. The digital, that's when they're selling the pre-sales. They've already Amazon has already gotten the digital part of it. Well, they've gotten the whole thing. But we're using 2 different publishers. The main publisher is going to be Ingram Sparks, and then we're also allowing Amazon to do their publishing. And Amazon does it a little bit differently. They print a book as soon as it is paid for. So
Yeah, they print to order.
right. Whereas Ingram Sparks, they're the ones that are going to do large lots of books, and so the books are going to be in Barnes and Noble, and a couple of our local bookstores are going to pick it up also. So I'm really excited. This is my first publication that's open to the public, and I'm really excited about it. I do have another book written solely by myself that I'm working on, and I think after this experience of publishing the first part, it's going to help me when I have to do all of the editing and formatting by myself.
Yeah.
So
basically, this is your practice run in a sense.
well, yeah, it's not really practice, but it's learning how to do some of the things this time that I won't have to do next time.
Yeah. Well, that's what I
Most
mean, like, in a
authors,
sense.
yeah, most authors, the first book is actually the hardest part, and then after that, they have formats and everything preset on their computers anyway. So when they do a second, say a sequel, then it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
During this last 2 years now, we've been meeting virtually with published authors that have had both books and screenplays of their books done. And so we've been able to talk to them one-on-one and ask them questions about the writing process, about the printing process, and so forth. So a lot of these questions are already answered before I even walk into this this um, this endeavor.
Yeah.
And but I'll tell you something, it wasn't at all what I thought it was going to be. And now that I'm into it, I absolutely love it. I really wish I would have started this 50 years earlier. But that's kind of the way it goes. You do it when you do it. So,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah, but even though you're doing it later in life, you can say you did it.
That's right.
You know, and that's huge.
well, I'm kind of like a late bloomer. So,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It just means you're
yeah,
more mature when you bloom and you can handle it better, and you know, you've got
yeah.
more wisdom in your pocket to make more wise decisions and be more aware when you go there. So
For my own book, the biggest thing that I'm learning is I'm learning from talking to authors that have published historical novels. And
yeah,
I'm learning so much from them about their research process and about what to include and what not to include. And um, uh, so um, there's things about my book that I'm writing that I've never read in any other book. And so maybe that's going to make it more unique because it's
well,
going to
that's
cover
cool.
subjects that are not dealt with in any other book that I've come across.
Well,
There was
that's
only
neat.
one there was only one article, one I read probably a year ago where they um, implied that there wasn't very much appreciation for this group of Americans, and yet they were just as incremental in maintaining the country during wartime. But nobody ever writes stories about the people in the background. They always write stories about the people that are in the front lines. They
Mm-hmm.
don't, and um, and there's a little bit different point of view going on. So my story is actually a love story, and it's about this couple that meet and get married at the end of World War II. And so and so it's a lot about the attitudes are a lot about how these people lived, what their thoughts were about the war, and how they had to they had their own issues um, that that are probably not brought up in any other format. So,
Yeah.
but anyway,
Thing is having unique perspective like that in
yeah,
a book that's not normally addressed or might be on PC, stuff like that can be the hook that makes it the bestseller.
yeah. And so a lot of the authors that I'm talking to on Zoom are authors that are best-selling authors.
Excuse me.
Um, we've had authors from throughout the United States and also some authors from um, from England and from the
Cool.
UK. So,
So you get perspective from a lot of different,
right,
um,
yeah. The
resources.
one The one that I thought was there's this one gal by the name of, I think it's Melanie. Anyway, there's this one book. It's called The Woman that they could not silence, that could not be silenced. And it's written about a woman from the 1800s in the United States. It's a historical novel, but it's written by a gal that lives and was born and lives in London, which is really kind of ironic. Why isn't a story like that being written by a U.S. author? But no, it's a and it was her first name is Kate. Oh, um, I am getting old, and names are getting harder for me to remember. But anyway, but that was really interesting, because I really learned a lot from her.
Yeah, and for her to be able to do that, I mean, she definitely did a lot of research to
Yeah.
do it from an American's perspective and not be an American. And, apparently, if it's a bestseller and stuff, she got it spot on. So she's also,
well, she was she was the one that wrote Radium Girls that became a movie. There was a movie called
before.
Radium Girls. Huh?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. Oh, Kate Moore, that's her name. Moore. Moore.
Yeah.
But this one about the woman that could not be silenced. It was a woman she was married to a minister in the 1800s, and he didn't like it that she spoke her mind. And so he had her put in an insane asylum to keep her quiet. And so while she was in this insane asylum, she realized that there were other women that were in the same situation as she was. And so she started to put pressure to improve the conditions in insane asylums. And ultimately in the end, she changed the laws in 23 states just by her efforts.
Cool.
And that is, it's awesome to have someone to change something, for your own state, but to do it in 23 other states. That kind of blew my mind. But
well, especially back then when you didn't have the resources that we have today with social media and easy transport and stuff like that. For her to be able to do that in so many places in her lifetime, when travel's not hours, it's weeks.
And see, back then, women were not considered people; they were considered property.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the right to vote, we were no more valuable actually we were of less value than the horse at that time.
Yeah, they'd kill a man if they killed their horse. But if you kill a woman, they just kind of look at you and walk on. Yeah.
Yeah. So so the only thing we were good for were cooking and having babies, and that was about
it. The old adage of barefoot and pregnant. Because we weren't even worthy of a pair of shoes. The horse would get shoes before the woman.
So it's really wonderful to see this reselling community and how many vibrant women we have in the community. It just it's really enlightening.
And, you know, a lot of the women are like Lisa, they're single women making their own way in the world. They don't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, men seem to think that every woman needs a man. No, we don't. No, we don't. That's, you know, why
Yeah,
I've been
it's
single since
it's kind of
1993.
yep.
I almost got married one other time after that. And yeah, it was like literally the minute that I said that I would marry him. He wasn't smart enough to wait until he had paperwork before he turned dictator. He did it the minute that I said I, you know, would marry him. And yeah, flipped that switch. He promptly got his butt packed up and shipped back to California. So, and
Yep.
you know, I made sure the door hit him on his way out too. Pulling that crap on me. And then he was, oh, you hurt me bad. And I'm like, really? Don't even. You know, he wanted to turn victim. I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Mr. Dictator. So yeah, that didn't wash for long either. As in like, you know, 10 seconds or less. He got that thrown back in his face. And did I turn the tide and turn victim? No. I didn't care for the position. I didn't care for the fact that he seemed to think that that was the position he wanted to take. I'm like, oh yeah, big man, go victim. Sound like a freaking pussy. You can tell I have a whole lot of patience for that because I have a lot of patience for a lot of things on this earth. I have the patience of Job when I teach, and I have the patience of Job when I care for people. You know, as in being a caregiver. I was a caregiver for over 30 years.
Yep.
But there's certain things that I cannot handle. Ignorant, I can handle. I'll teach. I'll teach you. Stupidity, aka it's been given to you, you don't take it, you still want to go stupid. Yeah, I have zero patience for stupid. And trying to go victim when you're the one that caused the problem is like the epitome of stupid in my book. And I have zero tolerance for stupid. So
Okay. There we go. Okay.
oh, I can relate to that, Lisa C. Yeah, if it's like there where you bumble onto it every once in a while, it's suddenly sentimental. But if you just say screw it and donate it, the memory's still in your brain and it can still waft through every once in a while, but you don't need the material taking up space. And that's kind of the process I've been going through while I'm going through stuff here in the house, you know. I mean, I'm pretty good at just getting rid of stuff, but then there's certain things that tend to linger. And I'm like, okay, I have held on to this for like 10 years. And I don't need it. I don't use it. I haven't used it. And, you know, the only time it's suddenly sentimental is the minute that I actually notice it's there. Okay, well, you ain't going to be there anymore because you've been there long enough. You move it on down the line.
They say one of the best rules. Is that me?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's try this again. I have my phone on, but I have the volume off on my phone.
Yeah.
So it anyway, one of the basic rules of decluttering is if it doesn't bring joy, then you need to throw it out.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
Joy or usefulness.
I need to catch a phone call here. So
Okay. Well, thanks for hopping on.
Thanks for coming in, Barbara.
hello? Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that, Lisa. Now it goes in the box, and it just, once it's in the box, it doesn't belong to me anymore. So it's not my choice as to whether to keep it or donate it, because the choice has already been made, and I hold true to that.
I go through and I have my daughters come over periodically and we go through things and it's like, okay, I don't want this anymore. Do you want it? Is it something that you like? Do you have a reason or a purpose for it? You know, and if not, then, you know, it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it goes into a box or a bag or whatever, and it goes to donation. You know, that's just the way it works with me because believe me, I have a tiny home. You know,
Yeah.
980 square feet, and believe me when I tell you right now, it is packed. We have paths right now.
When you got a Bigfoot that lives in it, it's even smaller.
Goomy goo goo.
Oh,
I always used to tease him and say that his mama found him when they still lived out in Washington. They found him out there, shaved him, taught him how to walk and talk, act like a human. Uh, when the Eddie Murphy bit,
Yep.
Well, it sounded cute, but I don't remember like a movie reference or anything.
It was
You know
from
me.
one of his stand-ups.
No. Yeah, I never watched his stand-ups. He bugged me, so I didn't watch all that many of his movies. So I don't know. He did like a series of movies,
Uh-huh.
and I watched like the first one, and I was kind of over it by the time the second one came out. So I was just kind of over it.
Was it Dr. Dolittle?
No, I've got Dr. Dolittle. That's the only series that I could actually tolerate him in.
Or was it the
Eddie Murphy movies?
well there
Yeah,
was
wasn't it? I don't know. They had like guns or something. Wasn't that him?
You're thinking of the cop one.
Yeah.
He was,
when he played Axel.
yeah, Axel Foley.
Yep.
Um,
Beverly Hills Cop.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I seen like the first one, and then after that, I was kind of over it. I didn't mind him so much in Dr. Dolittle because, a lot of that was the daughter. He'd waft in and out here and there, but he wasn't, like the focus. I think that's probably the only reason that I could tolerate him in those.
Lisa, one of the main reasons that I try to keep things downsized as much as possible is because I know that I don't want to have my kids deal with going through a bunch of shit and trying to get rid of it. I have downsized so many times. I just don't want them to have to do it. I don't want to have them deal with my crap when I'm gone. You know, I really don't.
Yeah, and that's why I'm downsizing now, so Sis doesn't have to try to figure out what the hell to do with all this craft stuff that she has no idea about. It's not like she's going to know what it is and, you know how to liquidate it or, so. I mean, she's still going to have a bit of it because, yeah, I ain't getting rid of everything. I'm just getting rid of what doesn't interest me anymore
Yep.
and, downsizing on, the stuff that does interest me, but like I'm not making this type of that anymore, like beadwork.
Yeah.
I don't make as much jewelry because I don't do reselling it anymore. So I kind of liquidated way down on, findings and all that stuff. Um, I kept enough to make what I like to make to wear or gift, but not reseller bulk quantity.
I don't know. Where did everybody go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, welcome back, BG and Hunter. I don't know. They'll be back. People come and go quite often.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's just a hangout, so it's
Yeah.
not like we need gazillions of people. It's not like an auction or something where you need the masses. 3, 6.
True, we will be, but like I said, and it's not a big deal. I just don't want them to have to deal with having a bunch of crap to go through and deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I try to keep it minimum. They know about my rocks and stones and gems and everything. So I mean, and for the most part, they're down and into it. So
Yeah, those will probably end up being split up between your kids. Because,
yep.
yeah, they'll like those, but, other stuff they might not have the interest in. And
Anything that I have witchy, they'll be all up into.
yeah.
Lisa says that she's scared of moth. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm hanging in here. I'm enjoying the day. It's nice and quiet. I love my grandson, but it's nice and quiet.
Well, I don't know, I guess in my eyes, grandparents, they get to spoil them and then send them home. But right now, the little man's living with you. So they need to go visit their aunties, give grandma a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Giving grandpa a break, the biggest thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Your grandpa collected antiques, and before he died, he put a price sticker on the bottom of all of his pieces. Well, smart man.
If the prices were current value and not just what he thinks they're worth. Because, I don't know, previous generations, for example, my dad, he had arrowheads, authentic ones that he went and collected from the ground himself, antique padlocks and keys. He had a whole bunch of like fish tackle stuff, poles and lures and all that stuff. Back to the padlocks. He had padlocks that he thought were super duper valuable.
And weren't.
Well, we got internet in the home in '98. He passed in 2003. Knew nothing about it. Never went on the internet to do anything. Never even went on and played a game offline. Anything like that. He had nothing to do with computers. So he didn't, take advantage of that resource to find out what current values were. Because with the internet, things came out of the woodwork that used to be so rare and hard to find were readily available. Once the internet hit, you found out that, yeah, they were all over the place. So values dropped on them because of the influx of online sales and stuff like that, making it more readily available. You know,
Yeah.
um, so prices and values dropped on stuff because what used to be so hard to find regionally or in the US or whatever was no longer the case. You could get it, from pretty much anywhere in the world. Um, so with the values that he had on things, he didn't put prices on the items. I took photos of every lock he had, and then I put them in a book for him with a section of lined paper or whatever on each that he could put notes. And yeah, the values that he had on stuff was not the current value because they had become readily available. Others that he thought didn't have much value, for example, padlocks that had been made with emblems of like a hardware store or things like that, had super high value because they were made in limited numbers. And, um, you know, so those are the ones that really had the value, and they had the value 10 times what some of his highest priced ones that he had marked were worth, you know. But he didn't think they had value other than regional appeal because, maybe that was the hardware store that you went to growing up as a boy or whatever, he thought like a dude. Um, you know, and yeah, I took, I have one large full size padlock that I kept that I found for his collection as a kid. And it has a lot of memories behind it, and it's a very unique padlock. And then I kept the little miniature ones just because I thought the miniature ones were totally cool and really, in modern times, don't really have a lot of value. And the rest of them, I, took them to a gal here in town that lists stuff for people and stuff, basically consignment. And she took care of it for me. Um, I gave her all the books that we had on this stuff for research material and the journal that I helped him put together with all his notes in it and stuff about each product and all that. All that I handed to her. The only thing I wanted back was the journal. Um, and that was it, And yeah, locks that he had marked might be worth $50, sold for 1,500, kind of stuff. And the locks that he had, say, 500 on, sold for 50. It was the weirdest thing, And I got to thinking about it, and I was like, well, because of internet, what I had said before, stuff is more readily available, would be the reason for that. So, but the arrowheads, he had them, but he didn't have provenance on them, aka proof that he dug them out of the ground, where he dug them, that kind of thing. He didn't do that because when he was doing that back in the day, it was like a big secret where you found arrowheads. So you didn't share. And I tried to get him to journal those as well, but he wouldn't do it because he was locked into his old ways. And yeah, so the arrowhead collection itself sold for very little because it didn't have provenance to prove that it was found in the ground back in the day where it was found, that it was found by him, as the provenance to prove that it wasn't one of these newly made knockoffs that they do now, was the big thing because they had, knockoffs had begun. And because of that, without provenance, they really didn't have value because there was no proof to prove that they weren't modern ones or that he didn't fleck them himself, you know. So just interesting little things that you learn along the way when you process an estate like that, you know. But the unique thing with his, yeah, exactly, Lisa. The unique thing with his lock collection is the lock that I found for him for his collection was found in a 3-pound coffee can, buried and covered in all of its own rust, in a bunch with the rusty nails and stuff like that. I seen it and barely could recognize the dials because it was a combination lock, a spin dial combination lock. You could barely recognize that was what it was, but I had helped him find his locks for so many years at that point that I kind of knew what to look for in a rusty coffee can. This was not a shape of a lock that I'd ever seen before, that he owned anything even close to or anything like that. Anyways, we ended up getting the coffee can for $1. So what he paid $1 for, in doing the research, the lock that I kept was the most valuable one out of the entire collection. You know, but I don't care. To me, it was worth $1. And he restored it, got the combination. It is a functioning lock from the mid-1800s from Scandinavia and is one of the first combination locks ever in existence. And
Cool.
that's why it has the value that it has. I mean, it has brass dials. And then the casing on it is iron, cast iron. You can imagine what they went through to perfect that, to be able to have functioning dials in it, like it does. Back in the day, it was hand forged. The whole lock was hand forged. So, and they didn't produce a lot of them because they were hand forged. And the detail that went into them was kind of the equivalent of clockwork today, or clockwork even 100 years ago. The detail that went into clockworking, that's kind of the equivalent to have a dial function in a padlock. I don't know. It's just quite interesting. But
A lot of skill in that.
To me, it's sentimental value because, that was the best lock that I ever found for him for his collection. And come to find out, it's the most valuable that he ever had in his collection ever. And I was just a kid that found a rusty can full of nuts and bolts and screws and nails, and it looked like it had been out in the rain, and they like dumped the water out of it like an hour before they started the show. It was a flea market.
Right.
And how in the world did that lock end up here? The story behind how it ended up from Scandinavia in the mid-1800s to here was probably in a pretty amazing story, the journey that it took, So, because I mean, mid 1800s, just how it ended up here in Kansas of all places,
Probably come over in a steam trunk of some sort.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. World traveler of some sort.
Right.
Or, something. I don't know, and it would be a lock suitable to put on a trunk like that, a travel trunk. The shank and everything could easily be where the lock was designed in such a way that it would hang from it, But it's
probably on a foot locker or a steam trunk or
one of those
like
wardrobe
that,
trunks
come
or something.
across from overseas.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm sure it has quite the provenance to it. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
The only provenance I know is, rusty can full of nails and what have you, too, being mounted on the plaque that he made for it and being handed over to me, and everything in between that bit, is all the provenance I have. But Yeah. I'm sure the provenance before then was far more interesting. Before it ended up rusty in a rusty can full of junk. I'm sure that its provenance is far more interesting than the provenance it had here in the States.
I'll be right back. I gotta go fetch something. So
Okay.
hang tight a minute.
I don't know about that, Barbara. Be hard to say. I mean, it could have been at some point down the line. I'm talking more like, how did it get from, from Switzerland or whatever to, or not Switzerland, Scandinavia to here in the States back in the day, when it was a new functioning lock, A lock of that type would have only been available to the wealthy and probably would have been bought to go on a trunk full of valuable, like ladies' gowns or something like that, or a treasure trunk, that had treasure in it that they wanted a sturdy lock for it. That kind of thing. Did it end up being acquisitioned by a pirate? Or was it on a wealthy lady's garment trunk and the pirate, they took the ship, took everything in it, and kept the trunk to put their valuables in, aka, jewels and gold and what have you? Or, it's hard to say. It's old enough of a lock that, it could fall within that range of history. Hello, I see a beard. You gonna shave that thing for summer or
No,
gonna
it's
let her
staying.
grow? Huh?
Yep,
I didn't know if
it's
it would
gonna
or not.
stay.
Cool.
So, I just wanted to pop on, say hey. I know I've been in chat and stuff, but show my ugly mug. So say hi to whoever was hanging in the chat. But heard something some noise out front, so got up to see, and there was a package on the porch. So I wanted to get it before the porch pirates decided to.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, I'm mindful of that here as well.
Yep.
As far as I know, we don't have major porch piracy going on here, but I ain't taking the risk by leaving my shit out there for them to be tempted. I do live in a trailer park.
We
Might
do
be
too.
the quote-unquote best trailer park in town, but yeah, that ain't saying much.
Hi, BG.
Used to be well kept and everything when everybody owned, but when they opened up to rentals, then it became a different story.
Yeah.
They keep saying they're going to go back to owned, but then, Rona hit and any ideas of that transition kind of flew out the window.
Yeah.
Because, nobody's place looks perfect right now because they can't afford to do anything to it.
Right.
It hasn't been touched much since, shut down when everybody had time, not of their choice, to tinker around and clean up the yard.
That is true.
Yeah.
But no, I just wanted to fill in space for a little bit till Tina got back in here. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Figured I'd, shock the world and say hi. So, hi.
Hi. We love you, Tim.
She's standing over here in the doorway, so she's fixing to come back in. So,
okie
I'm going to shut the camera off and give her back her spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Love ya.
Love yas. Oh, eat up, Luke. Eat up. Crackle, snap, pop, Rice Krispies. There you go. Good job. Well, I thought I shut the camera off. Oh, I must have hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Yeah, he just threw a cloth over it. There you
go. Okay.
Put her attitude back up. Her inquisitive kitty expression.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, you're back to normal.
Yep.
I'm going to take this dog out.
I am back to normal.
Okay, Abby normal.
My Abby normal, exactly.
Well, you can imagine what I'm doing today to keep my hands busy.
Diamond dots.
Well, what do I usually do on days that I can't really do much else?
Working on Starry Night.
No,
Think that dragon is done?
word puzzle.
Oh, word puzzle.
Yeah, I'm not even up to doing Starry Night today.
Well, my intentions, notice I say intentions,
Mm-hmm.
are to work on trying to find part of my bedroom today after my live stream.
So, in other words, you're gonna read up and shuffle stuff around and try to
Yes.
get rid of the clutter that's built up over this last cold blast that we got.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, when I tell you it's a hot mess, Lordy be, it's a hot mess. Oh, are you leaving us, Barbara?
Bye, Barbara.
You have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of the weekend. But, whew. Yeah, like I said, I went and I opened up a couple of boxes that I received, not from you yet, well, those are still sitting, waiting patiently.
I figured.
But some other boxes that have arrived recently that I hadn't opened yet, and I got those opened and went through, and that way Tim could have some boxes to put stuff in when they go to the nursing home tomorrow, and packs up his mother's belongings.
Yeah.
I even made sure to give him stuff to wrap up his fragile the
Yeah,
fragile
anything fragile.
bits.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure he checks, like the little drawer in the bedside table, the side tables, every nook and cranny.
Oh yeah, they know. Not their first rodeo.
Okay.
Not their
Just
first
a reminder, because, if you haven't done it for a little while, that stuff can slip your mind.
Well, daughter's going with, so.
So he's got a brain going with him.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. Not that he doesn't have one, but he's going to be, dealing with emotions.
Yeah, it won't be just his scatterbrain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got another couple of boxes that I'm going to go through. That way he'll have a couple more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just in case, because she probably had a lot of stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was a very stuff-oriented lady. Yeah, today's one of those days where I keep forgetting to mark words off. And have to go back and find them. You've seen how my days go on that.
Yeah.
Mm.
After a while, you'll be putting it down too.
Yeah. In fact, I just set the pen down. Be right back.
No problem. Lisa, are you still doing the heavy duty wrap tape, making all the noises?
Tape raspberries.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm doing little packages now.
Well, then, girl, get off of mute.
I forgot. I don't even want to be doing this.
Well, nobody ever wants to do it. It's just something you have to do. Because believe me, when I start selling, I'm not going to want to do it either. It's just something I'm going to have to do. You know? Because if I don't, then people aren't going to buy from me anymore. Believe me, I don't want to be one of them people that, don't send stuff out for a week or 2 weeks before after you've paid for it. Because those people are out there and it's very aggravating. And you're not one of those.
Mark Ash. Where the heck is it? Oh, there we go. Should be able to.
Did you get all of the emails with people's names and stuff from yesterday?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't do any of that stuff. I've been doing packages. Oh, the people I needed from yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Johnny got back to me in the morning. Mine.
Because usually if you don't get anything from the people in chat, then he's usually got a good email list from everybody.
Yeah, I had to message him and he got back to me this morning. Two. Okay. Purchase. Print. It's so slow.
And I don't know what is going on with the Postal Service website, but I go to check my daily information, and I'll check to see what's going on with my packages and whatnot. And I'll go see one and see who it's from, and I'll go back to see another package or whatever, and it will show that I have 0 packages, and none are there for either that day or any upcoming day.
Yeah, well, ship stations know better right now. Everything's just getting wonky. Shit.
And I'm like, really?
I put my tracking numbers in a shop app, and it shows me aerial view where it is in the country. They have a little satellite that Shows you exactly where it is.
Hmm.
Okay. And that is 1. I believe I got hers. 1. That's probably towards the top. Come on. Oh, she might not have paid yet. That might be it. Let me see. Did she pay? No, she didn't. That's why I can't find you. Okay. I'll put you over here. That's easy enough. Just do those right now.
Does anybody have HBO? As for like their Cricket Wireless as a freebie or anything, or actually pay for the subscription? Because I have gotten addicted to a new series that HBO put out.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And no, I don't have HBO. I used to at one point. You know, we've had it on and off over the decades. Yeah. Even when they do their little free week or whatever weekend or
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, I don't even bother because they never have anything that interests me.
Jill and I is going to finish watching that tonight.
Well,
Lunchtime.
like I said, I have gotten addicted to watching The Gilded Age.
Hey, Josie.
Hi, Miss Josie. But yeah, it's a new series, and that they've only got like 5. I want to double check and make sure. Yeah, 5 episodes in, and oh, pardon me. Well, thank you, Miss Josie. I'm not much longer on here. Maybe another half an hour, be 2.5 hours for this chit chat. I want to try to get something done in my room today, get it a little more organized where I'm not just, tiptoeing through a path and maybe not falling. Or Tim maybe not falling.
Yeah, we definitely don't need y'all falling.
But yeah. But The Gilded Age is from the same creator that made Downton Abbey.
Yeah, I would probably get hooked on it.
Hi, Josie. Sorry, I got my nose in paper right now.
But yeah, it's by the same creator that did Downton Abbey, Julian Fellows. It's a drama that follows a young woman living in New York City during the glittering Gilded Age.
Cool.
I said, I've gotten very hooked on it.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Right, Josie? We live in a mobile home, and like I said, 980 square feet. But once you start putting up, the walls and everything, but it really does seem like 980 square feet. And then you start adding in furniture, and then everything else. There goes your square footage, and then you start putting in all the trinkets and whatnot. Boy, you really start losing space.
Nope, you stay right here.
And then, I have one whole room that I can't use because, that's my son's room. Oh, less than 500 square feet. Yeah, and it's just you, though, and your jewelry. And your furniture, of course. And the kitchen, bathroom. So. I know you do.
Yeah, I've always found it interesting when you said 980 square feet because the house I grew up in was 980 square feet. But of course, we had, a garden shed and we had a double garage. Of course, it was a Model A or Model T double garage, but it was a double garage nonetheless. Big yard.
I don't have all that. We
Yeah.
have the little, we have the storage shed, which is full.
It's 10 by what, 12 or
And it's a 10 by 12.
more?
And it's lofted, and it's full. I mean, it's truly full. Between our children and ourselves, it's full. And now, with Tim's mom passing, I'm sure it's going to have a few more odds and ends in it. But not for very long. Yeah, well, when we moved from the house that we were in to here, it had a huge yard. It had a front yard that was nice size, but it wasn't, enormous. But it had a huge backyard. It had a 2-car garage and 2 outbuildings. A nice driveway. You could park 2 cars and still park 2 cars in the garage, and then you had the actual driveway. You could park another 2 to 3 cars in. So, but the house itself was 4-bedroom, had a full basement. It was 1,100 square foot house, and now we're here. And it was a 1.5 bath, and now you got 1 bath. And this was 3-bedroom, but we knocked out one of the walls and made it a 2-bedroom. So yeah.
Yeah, I have more house square footage here. It's 1,880 square feet, but we don't have a garage. We have a tiny little 8x8 shed that has a barn roof, so you can't even put, like shelving on the walls to put stuff up on. And it's needs replaced in a bad way.
And there's no real storage inside.
Yeah.
There's a couple closets in there.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of storage in this place. There's 4 bedrooms. Each has a closet, but
They're tiny.
there's no linen closet. There's a hall closet per se, but it's very small. So basically, there's no storage in my bathroom or her bathroom. Um, it's just weird. It was built in the 90s when they didn't do built-ins, so there's like no built-in dressers or any of that kind of stuff. None of that. Open floor plan. Um, it's
Yes,
just
same here, Josie. It's street parking. There's no carports.
well, thankfully we have a 2-car little driveway here in the front. They don't like you to park on the street, which everybody does anyways, because they don't have room, because they still have 2 or 3 teenagers at home, and everybody has a car. Mom has a car, dad has a car, each of the kids have a car, and all of them have a 2-car slot, so they don't want you to park on the street, but they won't let you park in the yard, so you park on the street.
Yeah, you cannot park in the yard. You can't park on the grass. Nope.
Yeah, and they don't allow, like RV campers or anything like that in the park. You can pull in long enough, like if you're packing it to get ready to leave the next morning, you can bring it in, and do that, but you can't store it here. We have a place here in town, used to be a manufacturing place, that they turned into an RV place where you can park your RVs and pay, a nominal fee every month to store them there, basically.
Well, here in mine, there's certain lots that you can park your RV and live in it if you want to.
No, they don't let you do that here. If you're going to do that, you have to go to the RV park out west of town.
We don't have an RV park.
Well, that's probably why they allow it there, then.
Yep.
We do. It's west of town. It's out there.
But I mean,
yeah, we have slots, Josie, but we don't have. You can't put up a carport or anything like that. To park your vehicle, at least under something. They won't. They don't allow that because of the winds we get here. It's Kansas. It's flat. It's tornado country, and you don't want one of those pretty little gliders in your yard with a little canopy on it or anything like that, because it's going to end up a half a mile down the road the first time we get a breeze that's over 30 miles an hour. We had a next door neighbor at the old place get one of those, and it ended up right behind our back fence like the next day from when they set it up, because we got winds, and if you don't anchor it a good 2 foot into the ground, it ain't staying. That, or put a concrete pad and use masonry bolts or screws and anchor it to that. And if we get a tornado, that could still take off, even with the concrete on the bottom. It could still catch wind. So if you're gonna put anything like that, even on a concrete pad, they recommend anchoring the concrete pad a minimum of 2 foot into the ground. If you're gonna anchor anything that's got a canopy on it, on that, because it's Kansas. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be airborne. Those pretty little umbrellas that you put on your little table, your backyard table.
Yeah, I bet those take flight a lot.
No, they don't take flight. They fold up and buckle. They might drag your table, 10, 20 feet. But then, yeah, the umbrella just literally buckles. And yeah, it don't work. You find a lot of those sticking out of the Trash Titan barrels that we have here.
Okay, Miss Josie. I'm glad you stopped in, honey.
Oh yeah, bye Josie. Good luck with your sale.
Bye, Josie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to make it today.
They look like a highly damaged, crinkled up bat wing kind of thing. They don't live long. And umbrellas, handheld, it's raining out umbrellas.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for years, sis, I don't know how many umbrellas she went through, and I kept trying to tell her, we live in Kansas, we have wind. If there's any breeze whatsoever when it's raining, if the wind is angling the rain in any way, shape, or form, and it's not coming straight down, an umbrella is not going to help you, and you need to wear a parka because an
A
umbrella
rain
is going to
slicker or something. Poncho.
Yeah, well, that's what a parka is. Rain parka. Yeah, slickers, same thing. Because they aren't going to survive here. And 9 times out of 10, if we have rain, we have wind because it's Kansas.
Yeah.
So, she's like, well, what's the point in owning them? And I'm like, because people make money off of you having to keep buying them. Beyond that, not much. So, yeah. I said, if you need to go out and it's raining, there's a rain slicker in the closet. You're welcome to use it, kind of thing, Because I still have a couple from the folks, so, we got rain slickers. I always wondered why you wore those. I always thought you put those on because when you were generally going out in the rain to do stuff, it was usually because you were like unclogging the driveway drain or something like that and you needed your hands free. And I'm like, well, yeah, that, but also because umbrellas are worthless in Kansas. And yeah, finally figured it out since we moved here. So, she's 61 and she just learned in the last few years, finally at home, why they're worthless.
God bless her. So is she going out to do the errands today?
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's finishing up. She just finished and folded load of laundry and was putting it away. And then she'll probably get around here to go.
I just wondered because it's just one of those things. It's Saturday.
Yeah, she doesn't have much to do.
I didn't know if she was going to
groceries.
rest for the rest of the day and to try go do it tomorrow morning.
Morning doesn't happen on the weekends. She wakes up around noon. By then, churchgoers are out and stores are packed. So
That is true.
she's gotten to where she likes to get it done Saturday, so she doesn't have to go out on Sunday because Sundays are kind of crazy around here. Saturdays are bad enough, but Sundays are worse, actually. Because a lot of people around here, if they've got like kids, family, a significant other, they enjoy Saturday together, and then they like stop and do errands after church on Sunday if places are open. And so Sundays are crazy here.
Every
I
day
live in the Bible
is
Belt,
crazy
so.
here at the store. It don't matter.
Yeah. Well, when you live smack dab in the middle of the Bible Belt, things are a little different. And then they're kind of old school here. Wednesday stores stay open later, like back in the day. They still do that here. Or at least they did pre-Rona. I think Rona probably stopped that. But whether or not it comes back, who knows. But yeah, they still used to have things open later on Wednesdays.
What?
Because Wednesday was a go to town day back in the day here.
What? Oh, meow. Poor thing.
Actually, I have no idea where Aspen has went. She's probably sprawled out on my bed with Esme.
Back in my bedroom.
Oh, they're back in her sis's bedroom today. Sable's wandering around here, and Callie is conked out on my lap blanket here next to me. That she staked claim on this winter. So I'm using an old electric blanket that I took all the wiring out of and Franken-stitched the holes back together where I cut in to cut the wire out. So yeah. I'm using Franken blanket, and she's using my beautiful plush lap throw. So, but that's okay.
I would say that's usually the way it works. Sissy
Well,
goes over here on the bed, on top of my blankie beside me. on my leg pillow because I have my leg pillow underneath the blanket, and so she's on the pillow on the blanket right beside me.
Hello, Wildflower.
Hey, Wildflower, what's up, girlie? We're just talking about everyday life and what's happening and the whatnots. Earlier, we were talking about all kinds of different things: life, death, possessions, tacos, wieners.
Wieners, kraut,
Yeah,
crotches, all kinds of things.
we've just kind of traveled the gamut, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We kind of run the gamut.
So, how are you? And what's your topic for the day?
Hi, Wildflower.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this week because it's going to be warm. But yet I'm not looking forward to this week because I have another spine injection to enjoy. Not. Yeah, right now we're 39 degrees, high of 40.
I have no idea.
We got 32 here.
Yeah, we're high of 40 today, 57 tomorrow, 65 Monday, 72 Tuesday, 76 Wednesday, 71 Thursday, 70 Friday. And they're all full Sundays with the exception of Monday, which is partly cloudy, and Friday, which is cloudy and windy. Or breezy. Anything under 30 miles an hour is breezy here.
Let's see.
She's actually strong enough to knock you over if you go walk around the right building. Because, you know, it's Kansas flat, nothing to block the wind, stop it, slow it down.
We're
So, yeah.
supposed to be 32 today, 43 tomorrow, Monday 51, Tuesday 57, Wednesday 58, 49 Thursday, 58 Friday, 54 Saturday with rain, 45 Sunday with rain, and next Monday is 40 with the chance of frozen mix.
Wow.
Yeehaw.
So you guys are a good 20-ish degrees lower than we are here for the most part.
Yep.
You know, like
And
today
lows
you're
are
in the
going to be
30s,
in
we're
the
hitting
20s
40.
and 30s.
Yeah. Yeah, lows here tonight it's 18. And then 29, 35, 44, 41, 51, 49.
Yeah. Lows tonight is going to be 27. Low this morning was 14.
I know it was damn cold.
But lows throughout the next week is going to be in the 30s.
Yeah, see, we go from teens to upper 20s, mid 30s, mid 40s, low 40s, low 50s, upper 40s for
Yep.
lows. So we're going to have warmer nights from like Tuesday on. You know, anything over a 40 to me is a warmer night for March, you know.
And then time changes on the 13th of March
Mm-hmm.
for those that does the time change thingies.
Yeah, Sis is going to hate that. I'll be listening to that for a good bit. Because, you know, she likes it when it falls back and you gain an hour, but when you lose an hour, yeah, I hear about it for days, if not weeks.
Oh, it does screw with us.
To a degree, but, you know, I mean, when you're working, like she still has to do, but when you don't go anywhere and you don't have hardly any appointments or, you know, it doesn't really phase you much other than the cats griping because, you know, they want fed, even though they're, you know, actually getting fed an hour sooner,
Mm-hmm.
you know. In the fall, they're not so fond of it. Spring, they love it because, you know, but I'll be easing them to that new time over the next week and a half. So, you know, a couple of weeks. So by the time it actually hits, they don't really know that it hit. That way, if I do need to feed them on the old clock, not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
All right, kids. I've had enough sitting in here I can handle.
Okie dokie.
So that's been fun.
We love you, dear.
Yep.
And I'm only going to be about another 10 minutes or so anyway.
Yeah.
Much love to all.
She's wanting to get up and get busy. I've got stuff I need to try to get done too. I wish it was warmer today, and I felt up to it. I've got images chosen for 4 pieces of wood, but I need to pre-sand the wood before I can draw on the images. And it's too cold to stand outside and sand.
Yeah. All right, BG. Bye, Hunter. Enjoy lunch.
Bye, baby girl. Bye, Hunter.
Well, for the couple that are remaining in here and hanging, I think I will just go ahead and call it a day. And we'll
Yeah.
just say goodbye, say our goodbyes, our much loves, and thank you. If you haven't, please go ahead and remember to hit that thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate it.
And comment after the video is uploaded.
As Irene says, I'm getting ready to hit that big red button.